Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So here we have Vados. Vados is ridiculous. Utterly insane. I remember this, like, looking at Vados' details. I think the data download hit right about when I was about to fight Odin in Final Fantasy 16. And, you know, I paused up. Let's check out this global data download. Oh, look at these new sub-EZs. Okay. And Vados blew my ass away at how effective she is. And all the things she's doing. I think she looks really good. So here's what we got in terms of build. I mean, I can't imagine. I guess people would argue against this because of the fact that she has such a ridiculous super attack effect. Vados, I mean, might have a top 3 super attack effect in the game. Is it 1? I don't... So Vados gets 100% attack and defense. She does supreme damage. She lowers enemy attack, and she seals. So, again, she might have a top 3 super attack effect or something like that. It might even be top 1. Because it's like lowering attack is very good in several very tough fights. Kid Buu, Blue Gogeta. Sealing is good, you know, Battlefield as well. And then, you know, sealing will be good in Battlefield. Sealing is good against Cell Max, right? Like Vados, is going to get a lot of value out of that super attack. But we do need Vados to dodge. She's a character that needs to dodge. So, of course, I'm going to maximize her dodging ability. I need to get back to grinding the Whis event a little bit harder. I certainly, if I had a little bit more equips, I mean, I could give her, you know, a 2 dodge, 1 additional bronze. I could throw her, you know, a 4 dodge, 3 additional silver, and then, you know, like a 5 dodge, 5 additional gold. But, you know, it's just, you know, thousands of runs, and I mean, it's tough to get equips for every single character. You know, it does, because it takes so many, you know, hundreds of runs to get a level 5 gold and dodge, like additional and dodge, or a level 4, you know, additional and 3 dodge, or 4 dodge and 3 additional, like those, for silver. Those are really tough to get. So, all right, last thing. So, Vados is only on one 200% team. I do want to show her in the video on the 200% team. I think we will show her on this team. Just see, okay, here's her 200%, kind of like max, you know, stats and get a bunch of links up and stuff like that. And then I'm also going to run her on like Universe 6 or another team, just a regular team, and sort of see how effectively she can be on just kind of like a regular team. You know, just kind of like see the difference in stats. I mean, I do think she's obviously going to be good regardless, though. I think Vados is very good. All right, guys. So we're here in an event. I mean, certainly this is not the most exceptional turn ever for Vados. I mean, as you guys could tell. Now, Vados is doing quite a lot. I just want to quickly go over what she does here. She gets 160% attack and defense. She has a 70% chance to dodge. She gets 60% attack and defense after dodging. So, I mean, that would be good if we ever in slot 1 she'd do a little bit of extra damage. Then this line, Universe 6, Realm of Gods, Sibling Bond, and Bond a Master and Disciple category allies get 1 key and 20% attack and defense. That is a stacking ability. So, for example, Vados is giving herself 4 key and 80% attack and defense. For every category a character is on of those, they're getting stats. So, like, Beerus would get 60% stats from this. Or Champa would get 80% stats. So, like, let's just say, for example, they drop an LR Champa and Vados, which I think is something we could see. If they're really good, and we just have this Vados, like, in slot 2 next to them, it's going to be pretty silly. And this Vados, by the way, is the type of character that will actually age well. Like, we don't need Vados and Champa, LR Vados and Champa tomorrow. That could be in a year, and Vados is still going to probably be good. So keep that in mind. Then, Vados recovers 40% HP when HP is 60% or less at the start of turn. I think that's a very strong ability. And then she'll create Rainbow Key Spheres if there's a Universe 6 or Realm of God category ally in the same turn. We're going to get that, but unfortunately not right now. This was a pretty unlucky opening turn. We also do not have, whatchamacallit, Vados is not going to get a chance to dodge before she attacks. 3.7 is what she hits right there. Okay. All right. And then we, of course, could see her debuffs applied right there. Let me just come back on her next turn. All right. So we're on this rotation. Well, I guess we'll be able to do a little bit better in terms of our girl Vados' links. Not really a great start to this, but we'll get there. So Vados' link set here, we have the Innocence, Brainiacs, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, Godly Power, and Fierce Battle. Immediately, my first thought is Brainiacs Bulma has. I really wish Peppy Gals was instead just the girls category, so that we could just run all of the girl characters together. Because then, I mean, Vados would be very nice on Peppy Gals, potentially with Bulma. That would be pretty good. All right, well, whatever. Okay. So, we're not going to be able to get, the stats from kind of like, dodging first. But, we will be able to get a little bit of support from Sleepy Beerus right here. Vados, of course, would have also created a Rainbow Orb changing on that turn, since Sleepy Beerus, of course, is Realm of God. He was on the same rotation. All right, let's come back. Next turn, we'll have a really good turn. Hopefully, like, you know, we'll have a chance to be hit first before, so she can dodge and then get the extra 60% attack and defense within the same turn. That, of course, is going to be her multiplicative buff, so we should see her stats go up quite a bit. All right, well, I went into this event because Carnival Kid Gohan friends are not exactly super easy to find. But we have not had a chance for Vados to dodge right away, unfortunately. We're going to be looking pretty good here. Obviously, we'll have Champa and Sleepy Beerus here on this rotation. So we, of course, can get a lot of stats and stuff like that. Okay, well, I mean, we could get a couple of turns from Vados. I mean, we've gone over the very strong kind of like toolkit she has. The healing, the sealing, the attack debuffing, all these different abilities. You know, she's going to be dodging everything. She's supporting, right? She just has so much that she can bring to the table. We just do need to see her dodge before she attacks to see that big increase in damage she'll get. Worst case scenario for Vados, let's say we ran her against like Red Zone Kid Buu or something like that. The worst thing for us, for sure, would be if, like, you know, let's say we have her in probably like slot 3, and then Kid Buu would attack, and then Vados gets hit the first time. We'd really want her to dodge at least the first hit, then, like, she could attack, right? And at that, or then she could get hit, and she would at least have the multiplicative defensive buff right there. But all right, let's keep going. Let's get some more footage of Vados. All right, here we go. Now this is gonna be a very, very good turn for our girl Vados. So we're gonna have big support from the Kid Gohan, monster super int support. We got her next to Champa. I guess the one bad thing that could occur right here, which would be very, very frustrating, would be if Vados just failed to dodge. That would be the worst. Perfect. All right, let's see what Vados gets up to. 8.5. All right, and remember, like, you know, her defense is going to be, well, I mean, I don't know. Like, she's going to get that, plus, again, she is going to get the 100% from her super attack effect. I feel like from the really big bosses, Vados would still be taking a lot of damage. A lot of damage, unfortunately. But it is what it is. All right, let me just run. So Vados, her categories. She has Realm of Gods, Siblings Bond, Bond to Master and Disciple, Universe 6, and Space Traveling Warriors. Let's jump into the Evolution Blue Vegeta Supreme Battle Spectacle fight, at least for a turn or two with Vados. I know the exact team we're going to run. Alright, guys. So here we are. So Beast leads Bond to Master and Disciple as well. We saw Vados kind of on, like, you know, a 200% team, stuff like that. Let's just see what she looks like, kind of just, I mean, I just added her to Superhero, essentially. This is not really the way I'd prefer to use her, but I do just kind of want to see what her stats are going to look like right here. I think as long as she doesn't eat that first hit, or a super, we should be fine. I do have confidence in her. And remember, she's doing a lot. I mean, all she needs in terms of, like, her restrictions, yeah, double digits right there. Again, she gets 100% when she supers, plus the defensive ability when she dodges. She dodges that right there. Yeah, as long as she has a Realm of Gods ally on the rotation, she is, of course, going to be doing the Rainbow Orb changing, which is pretty good. Vados seems like a really good character to me. Vados does. I think she seems really strong. And it's like, because of her, again, her tool set with the attack lowering, the seal, Rainbow Orb changing, heal, huge support, huge chance to dodge, we could see Vados being a very effective character here and there. Like, Vados, of course, would be great in Battlefield. Vados would be great against probably Red Zone Kid Buu, right? Like, you'll definitely be able to get a lot of value out of Vados. I think Vados is really, really good. All right, guys, there we go. There was Vados. Vados, to me, again, I just cannot be complimentary enough about Vados. I think exactly what they did with her is just really, really good. I mean, she's just a character that it's like a lot of times I feel like it'll come down to, like, you know, why are we going to use this character? Like, what are they actually going to do? Because at the end of the day, I mean, we could always get, you know, LR Beast Gohan in slot 1 and LR Evolution Blue Vegeta in slot 2 on, like, almost every single team. Like, but you get the point. Like, what is the purpose of bringing, you know, this character? Vados is just bringing a lot that I think has value. So, this is Unprecedented Tension, Vados. Her leader's Universe 6 category key 3 and 130% of stats. Her passive skill, Power of Admonition? I'm not even sure what that word is. Hold on. Okay. It's just like admonishing. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I don't think I've ever seen this word like used before. Okay. It's like admonishing, right? I mean, Vados does come in and, you know, she's, you know, the big sister to Whis and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I get it. Okay. All right. So she gets 160% attack and defense at the start of turn. She has a 70% chance to dodge. Then she gets 60% attack and defense within the same turn after dodging an attack. Then she gives Universe 6, Realm of Gods, Sibling Bond, and Bond of Master and Disciple category allies 1 key and 20% attack and defense. Again, remember, this stacks. So a Universe 6, Realm of Gods, Sibling Bond, Bond of Master and Disciple category character is getting 4 key and 80% of stats. A character like Vados or Champa. Those are the two. So an LR Vados and Champa next to this character would be insane, right? And again, I mean, I'm looking at the way her kit is built. I do not exactly see this character aging out. You know, oh no, the Worldwide Download Celebration Tough Fight is way too strong. Like, unless it cancels dodge, I'm betting Vados will be fine in there. So, I mean, Vados with all that support, the dodge, the debuffs, the orb changing, the heal, it's nice, man. It's really nice. Then she recovers 40% HP when HP is 60% or less at the start of turn once only. And then she'll randomly create rainbow key spheres if there is a Universe 6 or Realm of Gods category ally in the same turn. Her super attack, Destruction's Conductor. She gets 100% attack and defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage to enemy, and then lowers enemy attack, and then seals enemy super attack. And then her link set is the Innocence, Brainiacs, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, Godly Power, and Fierce Battle. And then her 12 key multiplier is 140%, which again is kind of the typical number. Vados, really, really good, man. And then finally, her categories here. She, of course, is on the Realm of Gods category team. Okay, sure. Vados is also on Universe 6. So, I mean, again, I mean, you know, LR, Champa, and Vados, they wouldn't be very exciting to a lot of people, but, I mean, they've got some pieces, some tools to use with them. Vados, of course, is also on the Sibling Bond category team. Then Vados is on the Bond of Master and Disciple category team. That's the one we're running around today. And then finally, Vados is on the Space Traveling Warrior category team. So, let me know what you guys think of sub EZA Vados. She is goddamn good.